Hello, you people in YouTube land. How do you do? You are heading somewhere to eat. Again, this is the food channel after all. So, where are we today? Today, we are along Jalan Besar. Yes, Jalan Besar. So, we're going to head down that direction to that alley. Yep. So, we're going to head down here. This is BT lane. So what we're going to have here, we're going to go to the coffee shop down that direction there. Yes, over there. And once we reach there, yep, we're almost there already. So we're going to go to this coffee shop. Wait a minute, yeah, this coffee shop here, at the corner of this place here. So the coffee shop is at the bottom here, and there's this place here, there's like a long queue. And this place here is quite popular at this coffee shop. The name of the shop is called Hong Kong 88 Roast Meat Specialist. So they sell roast meats. And we're going to get some of those roast meats now. So I ordered two types of roast meat. I ordered the Char Siew and then the Siew. Means barbecue pork and roast pork with rice. Yes, look at that. Ooh. Yep. That is definitely it. We're going to have this. Yeah, so on top there, as you can see, is the roast pork with the crispy skin on top, and then the bottom part here is the barbecue pork. So just let me show you the meat you have here. So as you can see here, nice thick pieces of meat here, barbecued with a nice marinade on the outside of the pork, and then covered with a nice barbecue sauce. On the top there is the roast pork too. As you can see, on top there is the skin, which is crispy. Yeah. So I'm going to have this together with rice. They actually drench the meats together with the barbecue sauce, which is sweet and caramelized and meaty. And yep, so this is what we'll try first. Let's just have a look at the char siu or the barbecue pork. Look at that. Nice thick pieces. Not much fat that I can see on the meat. Normally for char siu, or at least my preference for it is it needs to be a bit porky, a bit fatty, 50% fat. Here doesn't seem to be very fatty, but we'll still give it a try. No, looks nice, big, thick pieces. Yes, I like thick pieces of meat. Nice and sweet. The meat is nice and tender, just that not much fat on the meat. But even though it's not fatty, it still have a nice chew texture to it, meaty chew texture. And the barbecue sauce also is quite nice. Gives it a very nice sweet flavor. Now we have the Siew or the roast pork. As you can see, the crispy skin on top. Yeah. Also not very fatty, as you can see. I suspect this store here, the cuts of meat they use are not very fatty. But that doesn't stop me from eating the food. Yes. There's the skin. Can you see the skin? Okay. The skin is nice and crunchy. Very brittle. Not your usual roast pork. Anyway, we have some rice, and then with lots of sauce, and then mix up into my mouth. The sauce is good, it's sweet, nice meaty flavor. Goes very well with the rice, and the rice also has a nice chewy texture to it, which is good. Rice, nice. Just that the meat itself, not 100% my preference. I guess if you are, people who are like health conscious, then you may like this because the meat here is not very fatty. But it is nicely cooked. Yes, nicely cooked. Cooked well, Meat is nicely done. Just that, I think maybe it's just my preference lah. I prefer my meat more fatty, and this one here doesn't have that fatty. No, somehow this type of meats you need to be fatty. If not, it's just something missing. But I must say the roast pork is good, but the roast pork style is not your usual roast pork style you get from the Hong Kong style roast pork or Siew. This one is more familiar, more similar to like those European style roast pork, where they cook it all the way through, nice and tender meat, but then not very fatty, and then even the skin itself also a bit brittle, and also not very salty. One thing missing from the roast pork is the saltiness. Normal traditional roast pork, it is more salty flavor. Here is more of a meaty flavor, well roasted, done well. I think what they try to do is they try to incorporate a European style roasting of the pork. Maybe they put in less salt when they are preparing the meat. That's why it's not so salty. But I do like the crispiness of the skin. Just that the skin doesn't eat. Once you bite into it, it just disappears. Not much of a stay in your mouth flavor, texture wise. But overall, I must say the place here, they really do cook the roast meat well. Just that the cut of meat they use is just not my. I would prefer my cuts of meat to be fattier. Here the meats are more, I guess, less fat. So that's the only thing I don't like about that. But flavor wise it's good. They give you lots of meat, thick pieces of meat. So overall it's okay. If you do like this type of healthier version of roast meat, then I guess you will enjoy this place. Also, then big pieces of meat too. So overall, good. Just that not my preference, and not some place that I may come here often to eat. But that's only my preference. For you may like this kind of meat more. Quality wise of the meat is good. Just that, like I said, not my cup of tea cut wise of meat. But they do cook the meat well, tasty, and overall not too bad plate of roast meat at least. Unfortunately, this brings us to the end of our food adventure here today. We had some mixed Hong Kong roast meat rice. Okay. So, yep, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed the food adventure. As per usual, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. I got Patreon, I got PayPal. You can afford to support me on those, or just watch some of my old videos. You can check the playlist. I visit a lot of food centers in Singapore, exploring all the different foods in Singapore, our food culture here. Yep, that's about it for this adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me for my next food adventure. I will see you all around, guys, girls, and others too. Bye bye.